Today, let's do something different. As tempting as it may seem, one cannot live on sweets alone. On that note, let's have some lunch. How about some pasta? Made completely out of veg. That's right, a totally grain-free pasta, starring our friend, the zucchini. To make this super quick, healthy pasta, you will need a spiralizer. This is what will convert this zucchini into teeny tiny little noodles. You can use a thinner side if you want more angel hair consistency, or a thicker side if you want a little more of a fettuccine bite. And just let her roll. Now, as you keep churning, things are going to start looking a little bit like a classic I Love Lucy episode. You'll see why in a minute. Some of you who are avid fans of the show might remember something like this. When Lucille Ball was having some trouble with some super long noodles, right? If you want longer noodles, super duper mile long noodles, that's great. But if you want slightly smaller bites of pasta, you're going to want to do this every few churns. It also is guaranteed to make more pasta. Zoodles are relatively new to me. I fell in love with them a few months ago. It also helps a lot that I'm the third generation zucchini lover in my family. Oh, got to the tip. Oh, grab a second one. My mom tells me stories of how her dad absolutely loved zucchini so much that when he was out and about and he would visit his friends' houses, he had one friend who was a farmer, and he always had zucchinis for him. So he would stop by, collect as much zucchini as he wanted free of charge, because they were friends that way, and just go home. So my mom's mom would cook up the zucchini the way he liked it. Shredded fine and sauteed with olive oil and pepper. Sounds good. Okay, another cut. Getting to the end of the second zucchini, guys. You're going to need 2 of them. Think that will do fine. So it just might happen that you have these zucchini stumps. What do? Very simple, guys. Cut off one end and slice them really fine. You're going to want to julienne them so they at least approximate the width of your noodles. It doesn't matter if the slices are wide, as long as you keep them thin. And besides, you can continue the julienning process by simply churning them over. Remember, I once said, beauty in imperfection. And behold, beautiful noodles. Now take a good look and tell me if that's not convincing pasta. Now, this being a 1-bowl preparation, put every other ingredient you wish in here to complete your authentic noodles dish. A good handful of arugula. Greens and pasta, best friends. Start to mix slowly by hand. Sesame sauce or tahini has an absolutely lovely flavor with a mild zucchini. It has the slightest strength to it that blends so well with honey, lemon juice, and soy sauce, and a little pinch of garlic. I'll show you how to make it. Start by grinding your sesame seeds into a fine powder. Using a NutriBullet, of course, because of its fantastic milling blade. squeeze in the juice of 1 lemon. One tablespoon soy sauce. Your lemon juice. And 1 heaping tablespoon of honey. Don't forget your garlic powder. Stir it in, mix well. You'll want a smooth paste consistency. Think of a very thick Alfredo sauce. Sweet, little tangy, delicious. Return to adding your fresh greens. Add Thai basil. A couple of bunches will do. I say Thai basil because this is the one I grow in my backyard, but Italian basil will just be awesome as well. Mix and toss your zucchini noodles and your greens by hand. Turn everything over and over and over and over. I know it looks much more like a salad now, but wait and see. Have about a cup of sweet cherry tomatoes, or grape in this case. Not so cherry looking. By now, I'm sure you're probably wondering, why tahini? Why sesame? Why not just a traditional Alfredo or red sauce? Well, due to my being vegan, I have just looked into many kinds of different seeds and what I can do with them. Sesame just happened to be my favorite. I also very much enjoy the flavors of Thai food, which utilizes a lot of peanut sauces, a lot of sesame sauces. And also, I absolutely love the Middle Eastern tahini. So you could look at this dish as a sort of pad Thai mixed with a slight Moroccan influence. This is it, guys. The veg are all prepped. Now, this is the fun part. Well, the other fun part. Take your tahini Alfredo, sesame dressing, or whatever you want to call it. Sesame sauce, rather. We're making pasta here, not salad. Keep that in mind. You'll want to spoon it all in here. Hit it with a bit of dried oregano and start to mix by hand. That's right, you guys. You'll have to get all in there, the full green pasta experience. Deep turn it over. You guys remember, right? It's the same principle, the same exercise for your hands as described in the candy making videos. Lift and, well, okay, don't squish. I don't recommend squishing. You don't want to bruise the noodles because they can. The basil may bruise as well. So go easy. Turn it over. Lift. Move one mound of noodles onto the other to make sure everything's coated. I should mention that wooden mixing forks and spoons are also a particularly wonderful and smart idea, as maybe it's a little troublesome to end up with hands like these. Ooh. Okay, guys, no more talk. Let's plate this up. My goodness, I think I didn't cut them enough. Yeah, let me get in there with those cherry tomatoes. Woo! As I told you earlier, I recommend snipping your zucchini noodles every few turns with the spiralizer. Let me get that. You know what, guys? I'm just going in there. Get some extra cherry tomato, extra arugula. Oh my gosh, yes. Right there. Just get all those leaves in there. Make a little garden in a bowl. One more hit of oregano. Just one more to complement the basil. And Voila! Your perfect plate of delicious pasta, full of greens, good for you, and tasting absolutely not good for you. Ah, but it is. You can take my word for it. Now, what do you think we should do in this? What do you think? Should I go in for a taste? Yeah. I have to tell you how awesome it tastes after all. Let's just twirl a little on a fork. Let's be proper. Good noodles deserve good manners. Whoa. Look at that. Ooh. Let's go in for the taste. Mmm. Flavorful, sweet, a little crunchy because of the zucchini noodles, and that burst of a little bit of spice from the arugula. I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy this. You know what? I don't think I'm gonna let you guys have any later. Thank you for watching. I had so much fun making this with you. Now, I think you know the drill by now. Like, subscribe, and keep making delicious food with me. Alright? Let me know if you try this recipe. And one more thing. I did mention a red sauce possibility earlier. Is it possible to make a red sauce completely without using a pan? Yes. If you're interested, maybe I'll make one. Would you guys like that? Another pasta episode? Ooh. Let's see. Lucky for you, I can eat pasta anytime. So just let me know. Bye guys. Bon appetit.